Good morning, ladies on LinkedIn. Ladies, I think it's time that we had a talk about passion. I feel like it's time that we talk about it. Let's talk about passion. This is the dirty word that helps you clean up your desk. If you're a bit like me, it might be time to admit that you're passionate, and not just about your passion project that you keep hidden as a nonprofit, like in a desk somewhere under your couch, behind your bed, in your closet. And sure, at first glance, it might actually lower your credibility. After all, passion is not pretty. In fact, it can be a dirty word in business. It belongs in the fluff zone, where words that don't make it to the soft skills category are conveniently tossed. The word has a bad reputation. It's defined as having, actually, I wrote it down. It's defined as having compelled by or ruled by intense emotion or strong feeling, God forbid. This suggests an out of control, impulsive, and potentially chaotic energy that can threaten many people. And after all, running a business requires order and organization, predictable actions and outcomes, predictable results, or everything else, everything just falls apart. So we want results, not rubbish. Most people, when they think of passion, it's something that requires restraint, not encouragement. But what if we took a culinary view of the whole thing just for fun, as fun also lives in the fluff zone? Surprisingly, passion pairs nicely with strategy. And maybe it's the notion that opposites attract, those sweet and salty combinations that leave your palate just satisfied, the perfect balance of a fine wine, the unexpected delight of, now this sounds weird, but chocolate and avocado on toast, or bacon on cinnamon rolls. Not that I've ever eaten a cinnamon roll with bacon, but it sounds amazing. So I've been told. From an organizational perspective, strategically implementing passion is a game changer. And I'll explain why and how in a minute. What are you passionate about? I'm passionate about people. Every business I've ever had was about people. I just don't see it any other way. All ages of people. Over the years, I've had a preschool in my home and was very passionate about those little ones. I've had businesses in hospitality and was very passionate about the events and the marketing. I've had a home care agency for seniors and was passionate about serving them. Everything is about people. I think it's hilarious that somehow people in relationships are somehow considered secondary in business, when people in relationships absolutely drive everything. Team building is everything. The calls from the rooftops echo into the valley below. How can we measure results? I want the data. And it's absolutely important, right? There are people, though, who think relationships with people are secondary. I remember being at a convention once, it was just a few years ago, actually, running a booth and having so much fun talking with the people. And my colleague pulled me aside and said, "What is this, all this talk about relationships with you? I need you to stop talking about the relationships. Just stop the relationship talk." And naturally, I was stunned, as I had built this business entirely on the premise of building relationships with every single customer and enhancing those relationships that they had with each other when they came to my venue. This was a huge part of the experience. This person, however, was in operations. He got paid a lot of money to do this. And being a small business owner, I've always done it all. There's no separation between sales, marketing, customer service, admin, everything. I've just done all of it. So there's no need for a separation from operations to everything else. And we all, even when I had a larger team, we integrated everything. In my experience, there's no need to separate the people that you're serving with the interactions, with what they're having. I'm not making sense here, but it's all about defining those relationships, serving the people, interacting, and giving them more than they ever thought that they would receive, right? But I'm making it complicated. And I think at the end of the day, maybe it's just too simple. People want people to hear them, to engage with them, to listen to them, and to meet their needs. They want to feel better, and they want you to help them. But still, he wanted data. And if you happen to think along these lines, this data is for you. I'm actually going to write an article on this, and I'm going to outline all of the data-driven metrics about team building and performance. And there's a book that I'm listening to right now. I thought I had to write the book, but guess what? The book's already been written, and I think it's called The Wow Factor. And it is such a great book, and it's just wow. So I'm going to post a link to that too, and you can go buy it on Amazon and read it. But people want passion. They need purpose. They may not be in touch with their own, and most often they're not. This is way more common than you might think. They might be confused about how to find their passion. And if they're working for you, they want and need your guidance. They want to fuel off of your passion. Here's a thought. If people need and want this, why not give it to them? Your reason for being in business came from some drive that you had, and your people just want that. So I think women naturally have this intuitive response, and often they have these secret passion projects. Well, I'm working with women now who are over 50 years old, starting businesses. Some of them are in their mid 60s, late 60s. It doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. When you can come to a place where you understand the value of what you're doing. I mean, if you're passionate about it, there's a good chance that other people are going to be passionate about it too. So my message today is really just a rant on, I think it's time to look at what you are organically, intrinsically passionate about, and see how other people may need that. Like the world is calling out for purpose and mission and a reason to go back to work and do things. And you may be the very person that has the venue or the opportunity to help other people have a passion who don't. So I'm just here to encourage you to engage your passion, get down and get dirty, get to work, balance it out, and then push forward. I care about you all, and I hope that you make it an incredible day. Love y'all. Bye.